Hi guys! If you've ever been to Disney, you'll see lots of cast members wearing lanyards with pins on them, and if you ever wondered how you can get your hands on some of those pins, just stay tuned and I'll explain how pin trading works at Walt Disney World. So when you're at the parks, you see cast members all over the place, and most of them have on lanyards with pins, like this one. This is an example. This is my boyfriend's that he uses here, and this is actually our Instagram account, Stormy at Walt Disney World. If you want to follow him, it's a lot of fun. He goes around Disney. But this is my boyfriend's pin lanyard. He wears this when we go to the parks. Now, you can see here he has his favorite pins on locking backs, and he has his not so favorites with the regular backs, and I'll explain that in a little bit. But anywho, this is what cast members would be wearing. You'll see them wearing them, let me show you, like this. And if they have a Disney name tag and they work for Disney, all of the pins that are on their lanyard are free to trade. So what that means is you have to have a pin to start with, and it has to be a Disney pin. And when you have a Disney pin, you can tell because the back will have a stamp on it. I don't know if you can see that. It'll have a stamp on it saying it's an authentic Disney pin. I personally go on eBay. I know everybody does this. I go on eBay and I buy, they're not real Disney pins, but they're tradable. Like, you can use them to trade, and they're a lot less expensive than going to the park and spending $10 a pin. So you can go on there and get like a lot of 50 for like $25. So you're spending about 50 cents a pin. And we do that periodically. When we start getting low, we'll just order another lot, and it lasts us quite a while. And what you do is when you have that pin, you can go up to any cast member at the park and, say you wanted, this one, you would just point to it and say, "Can I trade you?" And they say yes. They don't say no. And they would simply just take it off, hand it to you, you hand them your pin, they put it on. That's it. That's as easy as it can be. You'll see people like myself walking around with pins, or I have my pin backpack, which I'm going to show you, and I'll have little kids, and I feel so bad, come up to me and be like, "Can I trade you that pin?" And it's up to you if you want to or not, but you don't have to. Disney cast members have to. They're going to trade you whatever they've got. And it makes going to the parks so much fun, especially when you've gone to the parks a lot. I grew up going to Disney, you know, since I was 5. I've had an annual pass, so I just love it. And when you go to Disney a lot, you've ridden the rides, you've eaten all the food, you've seen most of the shows, and as they progress, yes, there's new things that come out. But this is something that is fun and exciting every time we go. We're always looking for pins. We'll go certain stores, like at a certain time, we'll have a huge board come out with a bunch of pins on it, so there's more opportunities to trade there. You're able to trade up to 2 times with one cast member. So if you see a cast member and they have 2 pins that you want, you're good. Trade them 2 pins, you get the 2 pins. Now, if there's 3 pins you want, that's when you have to rope in your family members, and hopefully you brought somebody with you with pins, because then they can trade 2 times. So it's per person, twice per cast member. For little kids, I think they can just keep trading. They're really sweet to little kids. Now, adults, they're not going to be as sweet. They're going to be like, you have to get somebody else to come trade if you want that 3rd pin. And I always make sure I have someone there with pins. So how I actually bring my pins along. So like I said, my boyfriend wears this, but in Florida, it gets really, really hot like every day of the year. It doesn't matter what day it is, it's hot. And this can get sweaty on his neck, so I usually end up having to tote this around my backpack after a while. So what I do is I have just a small little container. This is my little container of pins. And I put what I call my traders in here. So anything that I want to trade, I know I can be like, tell my boyfriend, get my traders out. He pulls this out. Any pin that I pull out, I'm ready to trade. Like, I've already gone through them. And it's just a lot easier to do it that way. Because once you have favorite pins that you don't want to trade, you cherish them, of course. So there's 2 different ways that I keep my pins that I love and don't want to trade. First is a pin book. So this is my pin book. Let's see if I can get it. There we go. This is my pin book. I bought it at the Disney parks. It's really heavy because it's pretty much full and I need a second one. So when I open it up, I bring this on vacation with me, but I don't bring this to the parks. Some pinners will. You'll see them at Epcot with their huge books and they're ready to trade anything. So you can see here there's pages and pages. Oops. You see here. And then on the back side. Then again. So you get the idea. Tons and tons of pins. I'm obsessed. That's my food page. I've got holidays coming up. There's my holidays. And this is just some of them. Another page. Anyways, it keeps going on and on. So this is an awesome book that I love to, when I get back to my hotel room, I pull out all the pins that I traded for the day and I fit them onto my pages and I figure out, okay, this is my Disney food page, this is my travel page. And then it gets to a point where you're like, okay, I need a second book because I need to theme more pages. When I first started pin trading, I did this. And I love my backpack. All of these are on here. They will fall off if you don't have a locking pin back. You have to have a locking pin back, and I'll show you what that is. But I get so many compliments on this backpack. People stop me all the time. So as you can see, all of these metal clips are in here. So let me show you what a normal pin will have. This on the back of it. It's just a plastic Mickey. They will fall off. If you wear them on a lanyard like that, on a backpack, they will fall off. Especially if you're riding rides and stuff, they're going to come off. These, they sell at the parks. Right here, you can see like a little hole. There's like a little Allen key that fits in there and it unscrews and these come off. And then you put them on and then you screw it really tight. So see, like it doesn't come off. And that makes it so all of these pins will stay on there. So that's definitely like my number one thing because I learned the hard way and lost one of my favorite pins. And I was like, oh my God, what can I do? And thankfully a cast member showed me those and I use them on everything. So yeah, of course there's rarity and things like that. People trade for all different reasons. They have collections because they like the way they look. They have collections because they want to get every single one in that set. You know, if there's 5 pins in that set, they want all 5, and so they're looking just for those 5. I'm a different kind of pin trader. I see what I like, and if I fall in love with it, I keep it. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a theme. I did get all the Muppets, but that's because I love the Muppets. So it's really up to you what you want to trade for, and it's a lot of fun. I highly recommend it too, even if you're a first timer coming to the parks. It's great for little kids because they can, you can give them a few pins and then that's a souvenir that they can keep trading for the entire time you're here with us. So it's something that I highly recommend for everybody to do. Adults, kids, it's a lot of fun. And I hope this was informative. If you have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. And if you like the video, I definitely appreciate it if you hit like. Or subscribe, of course. I do a lot of fun videos that are Disney related and super cute girly videos. And yeah, and before we go, I just have to show you how cute my little Mickey earrings are. All right, well, I hope you guys have a great day. Thanks.